Hey guys, Totally Emerald and Pikachu here. But where am I? I'm invisible. You can't see me. Pretty cool, huh? I have invisibility powers. JK! I was hiding underneath. Pretty cool, huh? Did you get the joke? I'm sure you all got the joke. Alright, we're back. I know it's been a month, but today we're gonna do a discussion on Gueldre Poizot, former captain of the Purple Orcas. You know, this is cool because this is going to be a less long video, shorter, that's the word, since Gueldre's a less prominent character, since, spoiler alert, he got sent to jail and was replaced by this lovable lug. Well, alright, cue the intro. For all of you guys who forgot, I'll be doing the captains in order of their place at the last Star Festival, which, another spoiler alert, the Purple Orcas got second to last, which a good part of that may be because their captain was gone for a while, but also another fact is they're one of the weaker squads. And which means their captain, Gueldre, is one of the weaker captains. He's still pretty OP. He still has some skill. He wasn't given that captain's rank for nothing, but although he did cheat to get it. Alright, you know what? That's a good place to start. Alright, I'll be talking about his magic. Okay, his magic is called permeation magic. What does it do? Well, it makes him both invisible and invincible at the same time. Whenever he activates it, magic just goes right through him, and he can't be sensed by mana. Though, you might be thinking, damn, that's pretty OP. How is he one of the weaker captains? Well, the thing is, he's not totally invincible. Well, and he can still be sensed by ki, and he can still be hit by regular objects like rocks. Oh, and anti-magic. He also has a spell called Traveling Companion, which he can make anyone he chooses invisible or invincible. And he's not all just about hiding. He's mostly about hiding. He also has an offensive spell called Invisible Troops, which makes some invisible knights who can attack them. They're not that strong though, but they're not weak, just not that strong. Yeah, Gueldre is pretty hacks. It's pretty OP his magic is hacks. I think, his magic is pretty OP, but he's not himself. Alright, now that we've talked about his magic, I think now a good place to continue is where he was in the story. So I rewatched the first few episodes, and he was the first captain to raise a hand at the Magic Knights entrance exam for new recruits. Pretty evident by them being the weaker squads. You know, another reason I consider the Purple Orcas one of the weaker squads is because their vice captain, Zerx Lugner, was defeated by Zora. Now, I'm sure you could say Zerx put up a good fight. Then again, when Zora entered the exam, he didn't really look that damaged at all. No, he didn't look damaged. Yeah, so he might have defeated him easily. To be fair, Zora's pretty OP, and you could argue it was because he was unfamiliar with his magic, caught him off guard a little, but still, Zora took down a vice captain without too much trouble, so that automatically should put Zora at at captain level, or at least captain of that arc. No, he's gotten stronger, so yeah, he's definitely captain level. You'd have to be captain level at this point in the story, you know, because of the power cliffing issue. I love Black Clover. It doesn't have many issues, but power cliffing is one of them. Hey, it's my favorite series. I'm not going to go too in-depth on it. That's a topic for another video. Alright, so back to where we were at. He was the first captain to raise his hand, and not a lot happened until the captain's meeting, where, I wonder what his reaction would have been to imitating him. I'm sure he would have just been all, haha, very funny. He seems like a chill guy. He wouldn't get too angered by it, unlike Yami, who threatened to cut off his arm. Well, he didn't directly say that, but he could have done that. Oh, if he did that to Jack, oh, he'd be dead. Anyway, and we found out, I really like that nickname Ayami gave Gueldre, Boneless Ham. I call my service coordinator that. He says I put a lot of effort into making that name, but if anyone's watching this, don't ever tell him that I stole that from Black Clover. It would ruin a little bit of the fun. Alright, and once we found out that Gueldre was the traitor who leaked information to the Eye of the Midnight Sun, so he tried making a run for it, but he got caught by Asta. Now, a lot of people downplay him for that, but guys, hear me out. Gueldre wasn't trying to fight Asta. He was running around. That strike he had was caught off guard, and Asta was his natural enemy. And even Yami told him himself, his natural enemy is a magicless kid with anti-magic who can read ki, or something like that. Probably not his exact words, but and also he was caught off guard by Rill's Spring of Restriction. Rill's pretty strong, but I really wonder why didn't Gueldre just merge out of it, with his the Spring of Restriction probably restricts him from, that's probably it. Alright, so we don't get a lot from him then until we found in the jail scene when he was breaking out of jail when the elves attacked. We met Revchi, and we found out that he got Revchi kicked out of the Magic Knights, and that's according to Gueldre, a good part of that's because he wasn't really popular among his colleagues. But yeah, I would really not like Gueldre to be my teammate. I really wouldn't. Personally, I would join Coral Peacocks. Sorry, there's a lot. Yeah, I even write fan fiction about them. I'm a squad where I have smoke magic, and I joined the Coral Peacocks, and later at the end, I become its vice captain. In the future, I'll tell you guys some fan fiction videos. Oh, I remember. Here's a link right here for my fan fiction of Sailor Jupiter, which I'll be writing more of in the future. Alright. Oh, and then while they were arguing, they found out that, they found out that Asta put them both in jail. Typical Asta. And nowadays, they've gotten along a bit better, but there's still a little animosity between them. Alright, and then suddenly they saw an elf possessed Magic Knight from the Silver Eagles, which, don't worry, they made quick work of them. After that, a little minor gripe, they didn't really do that much in the elf arc. The most they did, they made it into the Shadow Palace, but I feel like Tabitha's whole purpose with them was just so they got out of the Shadow Palace unscathed when it was collapsed, which is something to be. That's something. It's not nothing, at least. And after that, they made in the filler arc. What's the word I'm looking for? Here, I'll just put it right here. Tabitha helped with. He helped them get funds for the Magic Knights after Julius had cut their budgets by half, which everyone except Jack and Yami were all, Jack and Yami were like, no, you can't do that, come on, we're in debt. Everyone else was like, that's cool. But to be fair, which Yami and Jack aren't royals, are nobles, so they don't have that luxury of being able to not worry about it. So, yeah, Gueldre didn't have to worry about it either, but he's really rich. I don't think I mentioned that. Gueldre's a pretty good tycoon. He amassed a massive fortune, which a part of that was from leaking information and stealing magical items. But yeah, I wonder how I can get that rich. I wonder what his net worth would be. Maybe Tabitha will tell us in some author notes. What was I talking about? Oh, right. He helped them with the funds, and oh, I skipped over something. After the Elf Arc War, they were being whiplashed by Jack into fixing up the town, which Jack was having a lot of fun doing that. Well, that's pretty much where we are with Gueldre in the story. I gotta say, he's really not. He's probably one of my least favorite captains. But his magic is definitely one of the cooler. It's one of the cooler ones. Yeah. All right. So that's 2 captains down, only 6 to go. Wait, 6? No, it was 7. That's right. Next we'll be Doing Dorothy, which I'll be having a lot of fun. You know, I might even make tell you guys a little bit of my fan fiction for that. Oh, and I'm really sorry this video, it took a month after the last one. I'm sorry, I had other things to do. I was slacking off. I'm sorry. I promise you won't have to wait that long for the next Captain's Discussions video. Alright, want to end this out, Detective?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, press that bell icon for more Black Clover and One Piece content.
Ciao.